I feel like it's the first day of summer because we got out on the boat for a little while this weekend. Got some good sun. Taking some medicine, all that fun stuff. Everybody's coming on, just dragging in here. Good morning, good morning.
It's 5:30 where Rachel is. She's in California. Oh.
Well, good morning to you.
Morning.
We know it's early. Thank you for getting up with us.
I'm up anyway, so.
Awesome.
Her hubby has to go to work early, 5:30 or 5 o'clock.
5. He leaves at 5.
What does he do, Rachel?
He works for the city of Monterey, and he his commute's a hour and a half long. But he's an HVAC tech. He's a senior HVAC tech for the city of Monterey. He was their city electrician, and now he works at Camp Roberts in closer to here. So he does.
Good.
So Jonathan is on our team and just amazing as far as helping you. He's one of those people who is always there to help too. So just good person to know.
That's good.
He's a top producer. He's, killing it. I'm trying to jump on the call on my desktop, y'all. Sorry.
We've been struggling getting up sometimes, Rachel. We're like 4 alarms into it this morning, going like, okay, we're getting up. We're getting up early today. Which is funny. If you know Michelle, she's been like, most of her life, she's been like 4:30, I'm up, I'm going to the gym, I'm going to do CrossFit, I'm going to do all this and that. And she's finally slowed down to catch up with me, who's like, okay, we'll go another 8 minutes. 8 minutes at a time. I don't know who came up with that rule of 8 minutes. I don't know why it's not 10. But
no,
you see,
snooze alarm.
Yeah, see, but if you time it, if you work backwards when you really want to get up, you have the first alarm go off in increments of 8.
Welcome, Sonia and Sonia. 2 Sonias today.
Good morning.
Am I saying it right?
Yes.
Okay. Good.
All right, well, it's Monday morning. We got a lot of things going on. It's the beginning of May, and it's Michelle's birthday month, so we're excited about that. Woo, another year around the sun.
It's Jonathan's birthday month too. It's like next week.
Jonathan's birthday month. I forget you're so close to Michelle and personal.
15th, 16th.
16th, yeah.
Okay. See? I got it.
Mine's 11th.
Yours is the 11th? Oh my gosh. Bunch of Tauruses and Geminis floating around this meeting. Be careful.
Yep, that's right.
Something good's gonna happen. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
that just means you have a strong team.
That's right. We got some good stuff, man. We got some good stuff coming in the pipeline. We're testing some new ideas here this morning after we get off the call. But I'm just happy to see everybody. It's some folks go, you got this massive team. Some of them got a small team. We kind of like when Michelle got sick, we kind of got into this whole mode of we like the people who are ready to get up and do some stuff with us and happy to be around us, and so this is a team of what we got. We actually have more people. Some people live on the other side of get this, Rachel, some people live like an hour ahead of us right now that aren't on the call. So
oh wow.
So you give them the excuse busters. I'll tell you right there,
We're working with the people that want to do it. That's it. And we're excited y'all are here. We're excited for you. Rachel made her first sale last night, everybody. So congratulations. She's going to be on the DCC
Awesome.
call. She's going to get to share a little bit about that story. So be sure to be on that call at 9 Central to hear about that. It's first of many, right? First of many.
Right.
That's how it starts. Starts with one. Well, I'm just going to get a couple things out of the way, just the announcements, and then I know Jonathan, Michelle, y'all can talk some things. We just do a roundtable this morning. That's fine too. But daily coaching call, 9 o'clock every Monday through Friday. It's a rare occasion that we don't have it, and it usually means all the leaders are traveling together or something like that. But this May, we should be in good shape. The next few months, it's the summer months. It's this kind of when we're heading into the what I call the ripe season, where people are really, as they get out and go on vacations, as they're thinking about hitting the beach, doing whatever. These are times that you also worry about accidents happening and all these kinds of things. So that's why our business kind of grows in this season, and we're really excited about it. But 9 a.m. you get to hear from our broader family, the Fitz Group family. And really, that kind of brings together a number of really powerful organizations that over the years have been built up. Everything from Diane Lampy's organization. We got we change out the panelist once a quarter. So to add new people who are doing stronger work ethic. So you could be a panelist here in the next few months. You just get in here and do the work. And that's the whole thing, man. We're not trying to hold you back. We want you to do the work that you want to do, make the money you want to make. And we could show you how to do that. And I know that Rachel last night and yesterday, I just it's always funny because people go, well, where are you at in the business, Mike? I'm usually sitting right next to Michelle most days, either driving a car, sitting on the couch, doing something. I'm usually right there. And I can tell you, last night we must have had about 3 of those because our offices are on opposite sides of the house. But really, it was like, can you come see this? Can you come see this? Can you come see this? That was our day last night, after a fun weekend. So, but anyway, I just want to welcome everybody to the team call, and get to know people. Don't hesitate to reach out and get help for what you're trying to do. That's one of the things I think you'll find between, Michelle and myself and Jonathan and Macon Yankee, who are, I don't know, I can't say that right this morning. I got a little phlegm in the back of my nose. Megan Yankee, and you'll see Bella, the up and coming rising star in about 16, 17 years, will be a new agent who's already winning the hearts of America. We're here to help. And so don't hesitate. When I think yesterday should help you understand that, Rachel. It doesn't matter time of day, what day of the week it is, we're going to be here available to help you through it, and good job. You got your numbers reported correctly last night. I was really proud of you working with Michelle to get that done. Cause after working on that first app, it's kind of like, I'm tired, but you hung in there with it and got that done. I really appreciate that. Cause that's a big step and we look forward to hearing from you on that. But Michelle, Jonathan, y'all got some wisdom y'all want to spread today?
Yeah. Go ahead, Michelle.
Go ahead, John.
Okay. I was going to do a round table. I want to just kind of chat and see what everyone was looking forward to. It's May, so we're going into summer. That was kind of my plan. We got some new people, but if you have anything else, Michelle.
It's the second quarter. I love this book called The Sales Bible. And yeah, Megan, you can say a few things. I wanted to just share a little bit about why people buy. People buy, number one, because you believe in the product. You got to believe more in the product than they do, so you can explain it to them and you can really educate them. And with like what Mike was talking about earlier, I mean, gosh, we don't turn on the news that much, but we turn it on a little bit because of me, because I always say I have to know what's going on in the world. Because why? Because I'm talking to customers all the time and I always talk about what's going on in the world. Why do I do that? Because there's creates urgency. It creates urgency for why we need life insurance. Today, this weekend, there was 8 people killed in Allen, Texas, right north of Dallas, at an outlet mall in the outside in the middle of the day. I don't know all the details. I'm not going to pretend to know, but I heard it on the news this morning, and 8 people died, and it was just a tragedy. And so I want to share a little bit about how I do the emergency response system. And I want to share it for specifically Rachel, but I want to share it for everybody. But Rachel just made her first sale. So the next process in the sales process is to get those emergency lit names and numbers. And why do we do that? We do it just because of what happened this weekend in Allen, Texas. Because sometimes we walk into Walmart and the whole family doesn't come out alive. And that's the reality of our world right now. And if you watch the news at any point in time, you're going to see that. They said on the TV today, there's been more killings this year than days of the year. We're in day 177 or something like that of the year, but there's been more mass shootings than days of the year. Isn't that crazy? So there is a huge need for what we have, especially even accidental coverage, if you can't get them anything else. But first, it starts with you. First, it starts with buying a policy on yourself. Napoleon Hill says life insurance is probably one of the hardest things to sell. I don't believe that, but he always said that. I guess it's compared to like toilet paper, right? We have to have toilet. We can see how we need that, right? But no, he says that you need to own it yourself first, because then it's inside of you that you own it. And why is there a need for other people to own it? So that's kind of one of the first things we do with people is talk about. And I know many of you do have policies on yourself, and I'm preaching to the choir, but I just want to reiterate that as you get new people started, let's make sure we're doing a practice appointment on them too. And then, explaining to people the ERS. I want to just kind of go over that real quick. Explaining to people when you're on the phone with them after you make the sale, or let's say you submitted the application, and one of the things that I tell them is after I'm submitting the application is here's the process. I've told them that in the beginning, I've told them in the middle, and I tell them again at the end. And I say, here's the process we're going to go through. Now, the policy's been submitted. We'll know in a few days if it's approved. I'll get in touch with you. ERS, what does it stand for? Emergency Response System. Thank you, Megan. The emergency response system is how we're going to turn that one sale into 5 warm market leads or 10 warm market leads. You can find the ERS form on the advanced resources in the ARC. We'll talk about that later. I just want to talk about what is the phone script that I use to get the ERS, because I want you to build your business organically as you're building it through leads and other sources. So one of the things that I let them know is that as soon as you get your policy in the mail, as soon as your policy is approved, I'll be in touch with you and let you know. I'm going to stay in touch with you the whole process. If it takes longer than a week, I'll stay in touch with you. But once it's approved, I'll let you know, and you should have a policy in the mail about 7 to 10 working days after it's approved. And I want you to call me when it gets in the mail, when it comes in the mail, so we can go over it. And so, and then once it gets there, you're going to, if they don't call you, you're going to put on your calendar, call them in 7 days, right? And you're going to go ahead and let them know, congratulations on getting your policy in. I need to go over a couple of things. First of all, do you have any questions? Secondly, I need to go over the emergency list with you. This is if something were to happen to you tomorrow. These are the first 5 people that would be able to call me to file a claim. And this could be and I give examples. This could be your sister, your brother, your aunt, your uncle, your niece, your nephew, your friend, your children. And the insurance companies are kind of cracking down on us now just to make sure that we have all these names and numbers in place, because as you know, in the world today, you could walk into Walmart, or you could walk into church, or you can go to a mall and your whole family is shot, and who knows about the policy besides you and your children, or you and your spouse right now. And they're like, yes. So I need a name, a number, and a relationship. Well, who's number one? And then I shut up. Okay. And that's how, and it's just I'm explaining it. I'm explaining why it's important. I'm not just explaining what it is. I'm explaining why it's important. And I'm giving an example. Like, you could go into the store today and not come out tomorrow. And they buy into that before they give me names. That's what you have to do. So I want to encourage that's the process. And then you just, who's number 2, who's number 3, who's number 4. And then once I get those names and numbers, and I'm typing them on my computer, and then I let them know, now listen, tomorrow, whatever tomorrow is, if it's Friday, it's Monday. I don't usually do this on the weekend. You can do it however you want, but I just usually say, listen, I'm going to text them on Monday, or I'm going to text them tomorrow, just to let them know that you put them on the emergency list. Don't worry, it's just a customer service call. I need 5 minutes on the phone with them, and I'm going to send them what I just sent to you on the phone. Do you remember what I send to people? The virtual card. The virtual card. You guys all have my virtual card, right? In your phone. When I hired you, that was the first thing I sent you. No?
Did you resend mine?
By text. I sent it by text, and that's how you have all my names and numbers. So I'll show it to you again. The virtual card is a contact that I made for myself. And it says, life insurance, Michelle Alleman, all the things I do right here, and then the phone numbers that you can reach me, social media address, email, website, whatever you have, whether it's one phone number, one email, and then but you can and I'll send this to you if you don't have it this morning, as soon as we get off the phone call. But I say, Susie, you know how I sent you my virtual card? I'm sending it to you right now, just so you'll know how to reach me. This is what I'm going to do for your emergency list. I'm going to get them on the phone, and I'm going to send them this. So that way I'm on the phone with them. I text it to them, and then I get them to lock that in on their phone. I ask them, did you get it?
I think so.
Yeah, you have it. So I say, do you have an Android or do you have an iPhone? And basically,
Android.
if you have an Android, you're going to hit the contact that I just texted you, and you're going to hit import. And I say, did you import it? Okay, great. You have me locked in your phone now. Even if you don't remember my name, Michelle Alleman, you can type in life insurance or final expense or burial, and you'll find me in your phone. And this is the purpose of you doing this for Rachel. Thank you for being on her emergency list. Do you have any questions for me? And then I shut up. And then 1 out of 5 people will say, I might need some life insurance. I don't bring it up. I let them bring it up. And I say, I do all types of life insurance. People call me for a lot of different reasons. Your sister, Susan, I've been her agent for 10 years, or I've been her agent for, just a couple of years, or I am her agent now. And she asked me to put you on this list. So if you ever need me as a resource, if you just ever have insurance questions, feel free to call me. I'm happy to help. Or if you or your children need burial or whole life or kids plans or retirement plans or anything like that, just use me as a resource. I'm here. And thanks for being on her emergency list. Do you have any other questions for me? And then I let the call go. It's about a 5-minute call at the most, unless they have questions. If they have questions, I really try to set another appointment. I'm not trying to sell them anything in that call. I'm really just trying to do a customer service. And 1 out of 5, sometimes 2, sometimes 3 out of 5 are going to say, you know what, I'm going to call you next week, or can you call me next week and we can talk about insurance because I really need this. I really need this. Does that make sense? And that'll explode your business organically. You'll have people starting to call you because you just did a nice thing, something unexpected, something that most people don't do. So, do y'all have any questions?
That's good. I was just going to say that like most agents can teach you how to go out, get leads, work the leads. And that's the first step. I mean, you have to do that or work your warm market to build a book of business. But this is that next step in becoming a professional in this industry and really servicing your book of business and getting free leads. This is what most agents have not been able to figure out, even if they've been in the business for 15 years and have a book of business. This is the stuff behind the stuff, is what Diane Lampy likes to call it, because this is the stuff that not everybody gets to hear about, because this is the stuff that is just learned by doing. And we came up with the ERS system years ago, but she's been the one who's implemented it to its fullest and ran with it better than it. Maybe her and Belle Krause are the two that have ran with it the most. And they have gotten the most business out of it because of that. And it is free leads. It just adds profit to your bottom line. You know, like it's very, what you just talked about is really big. And I don't want people to like not understand. I don't want you to miss what just was taught on. And even I know there's training in the boot camp about the ERS system, but it's huge to stay in business because you can continue to buy leads and there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I still buy leads and I've been in business for 8 years and I still get referrals. I still work my warm market, but I still also buy leads. But knowing how to implement this ERS system creates a referral system for life. You will get call-ins years later from people. It just keeps your business going. I mean, none of us want to be in business just this month without knowing what we're going to get next month or the month after or 3 months from now or 6 months from now. I mean, sometimes it is that way because we're commissioned only, but if you're planting seeds, it's really not that way because you're going to get people that call in using this process. It's pretty cool when used properly. So I just didn't want people to miss that. It's a big deal in being in this business for a long time.
It's going to explode your business. And just for an example, last night when I got back to my computer, we had a nice day with the family, but I got back to my computer, was on the phone with Rachel, going over how to do her numbers. And then I started answering some of my text messages, my voicemails from the last few days or last couple of days. And I set 5 appointments for today just from doing that last night, just from like answering a birthday text. Someone, I just wished them a happy birthday. And they said, "Oh, I need you to call me this week. I need policies on this, and this person, my children. My term policy is about to come up for renewal. I need you to give me some more options on that." And that was just one of the appointments that I set. And I set them all most of them all virtually on text. I was just answering their text. And then some of them had called me and left me a voicemail regarding their Medicare. And I sent them a text back that I would call them on this day. And I set up the time, so it's huge. It really is huge.
One of the things we used to say is nothing good happens like sitting at home, right? You had to get out of your house. You had to go see your clients. So we used to say that a lot, like just get out, just go start door knocking, go start whatever. But now, since a lot of people work virtually, it's not really that same. It's not that same. Just get out of the house, just go start working. But it is. It's like, just call some people, just answer your phone when people call you. Just good things happen when you call others and when you answer your phone. Because if you don't, people don't trust that you're going to answer when they need you. None of us are perfect and we all have lives, and you have to respect your own time and your own space, things like that. But I was thinking of this the other day, on my wall, answer your phone or make more calls, because it's the same concept of just get out of your house, just go start door knocking, just go get in front of your leads, however you need to. I know Jonathan probably wanted to add something, but I just wanted to say, I know I messaged you the other day, Sonia, but I'm going to be in Atlanta next weekend. So Friday, probably Saturday morning, if you want to get together for coffee or something, I figured we could do that while we're there. We'll be in Marietta, but I'll have a rental car so we can meet up.
Okay, that'll be great. I live close to Marietta, so
Okay,
that's good.
cool.
I was
Cool,
doing
cool.
a review Friday with someone who lives in Georgia, one of my customers, and I was on the phone with them for like 45 minutes or an hour. I'm like, I'm going to be in Atlanta next week. We need to see each other. They used to live in Houston and they moved to the Atlanta area, and great customers. But what Megan said about getting out of your comfort, going to see people. I just want to share this one thing. And yesterday I had a customer. He's been a customer of mine for like 5 or 6 years. And I've written a lot of his family, but I wrote him like 3 years ago. And he thought it was like a year ago. When we were on the phone few days ago, and he said, I want another policy. He said another agent had called me and said I could do this, this, and this. So no matter how long you've had customers, guys, no matter how much you think they're with me. Like I have 10 policies with him and his family. I probably have 20, but other people are still going to call him. And he said, yeah, this agent told me that I could do this, this, and this. I said, well, you could do that, but he was talking about a full medical policy. But you have diabetes, you're on the height weight limit chart. There's some questionable things. And honestly, I don't think a fully underwritten policy would be good for you. My 20 years of experience says that it's not. And I ended up was writing him another 400,000 policy. And it was one of our companies that I needed to go see it in face to face for the signature. So I went over there yesterday morning, and come to find out it was a knockout question. I couldn't get him covered on this particular company. So we were talking, and I'm going to get him covered on another company. But in the meanwhile, he says, I really still want to cover my wife. And I said, what happened with that? And I looked back at my notes, and I found out last year when I was really, really sick, and I didn't remember what happened, but I have really good notes. So one of the companies wanted 5 years of medical records, and they never provided them. I said, Lisa, you just need to get me the medical records, honey. And then we can get you approved. So there's 2 sales that I'm making now because I went to see them yesterday on a Sunday morning at 10 o'clock. Are you willing to do that? Are you willing to go the extra mile? That's the extra mile. It was a 15-minute drive or 20-minute drive, but it ended up taking me like an hour and a half, but we just made it work. Johnny, why don't we have you talk next week. It's 8:00.
Yeah, it's all good. It was a great call.
I think the more that we talk about implementing these things into our business, and then you guys ask me questions, the more I can go over this stuff in our team call and things that are going to help you, I promise you your business will grow. I was telling Megan yesterday, I personally probably do 200, 150 just birthday texts every week to my customers. That's not counting just answering their questions and a lot of other things that I do. That's just doing a birthday text only. So calling them, birthday text, all that kind of stuff matters. Even if it's one of their grandchildren, I'll say, hey, Susan, I just want to reach out to you and let you know I want you to wish, your granddaughter Ariel a happy birthday. And I get responses on that. People appreciate it. That's all I got today. It's 8:00, Mike.
It is. Don't forget, 9:00. We're back here, not here, on a different Zoom link. Follow that, TFG dailycoachingcall.com. Get there, and we'll see y'all then. And hey, we'll see some people in Atlanta or something. I don't
Rachel's going to be on today. Come listen to her.
know. You got it. Bye-bye, everybody.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.